The upper legislative chamber says the move to probe JAMB is to curtail the practice of undisclosed admission and other unwholesome practices by the board and universities, particularly in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, UNN. These resolutions were reached at the plenary after a debate on a motion by the Senate representing Ebonyi North, Peter Nwebonyi.
These children who make good grades in the UTME and been made to pay the necessary fees undergo rigorous processes of registration, matriculation, resume lectures, and sometimes even semester exams, only to be transferred to other less competitive courses by the university, conniving with JAMB officials without plausible reasons, thereby destroying their career.
After the debate, the leadership of the state declined adopting any of the prayers recommended, but instead referred the matter to the Committee on Public Petitions and Tertiary Institutions for further legislative action.
This motion will be sent to either the Committee on Higher Education or the Committee on Public Petitions, so that all the different institutions mentioned in this motion will be invited.
I have heard stories of people staying in the university for 4 years without even graduating with a degree, based on discrepancies in the admission policy. Some will come in to read law, finish their program. They will now say that they didn't meet the requirements for admission, and they will be axed out of the university. This thing should not be part of our educational system.
JAMB has its own reputation, so the discussing and particularizing it could tend to give the international community that something is questionable about the certificates from University of Nigeria, which we all respect. It has given birth to so many universities, including the one I went to, which was the University of Calabar. So I think the Latin phraseology applies here, which is audi autem patem. Let the other side be heard.
Both committees are expected to invite the officials of JAMB, UNN, and the Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, in the course of the probe to explain the circumstances surrounding the undisclosed admission phenomenon and report back in 2 weeks. In another development, the Senate has asked the federal government to immortalize the late Ohinoyi of Ebira land, Dr. Abdul Rahman Ado Ibrahim. Ibrahim, a former vice president of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, died on October 29 in an Abuja hospital where he had been receiving treatment for age-related ailments and has since been buried. During the plenary, the upper chamber commiserates with the entire people of the Ebira land over the death of their foremost traditional ruler, the Ohinoyi of Ebira land, His Royal Majesty, Dr. Ado Ibrahim. This followed a motion by Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaga, representing Kogi Central Senatorial District in the Traditional Assembly. The Senate observed 1 minute silence in honor of the Ohinoyi of Ebira land, urging the federal government to immortalize him by naming the Federal College of Education Okene after him.
And the Senate regrets that his demise is a great loss to his family, the Ebira clan, Kogi State in particular, and Nigeria in general. The Senate accordingly resolves to observe a minute silence in his honor, send a condolence letter to commiserate with the family, the good people of Ebira land, and urge the federal government to immortalize him by naming the Federal College of Education after him.
Senators, in their contributions, eulogized the late monarch and approved the prayers of the motion, which they were put to votes by Senate President Godswill Akpabio.
Urge the federal government to immortalize him by naming a higher institution after him. Specifically, Federal College of Education Okene. Those in support of this prayer say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The committee investigating JAMB is expected to report back to the House on their findings. Mercy Adams reporting for BTV News.